On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Burning.
Intense or scorching heat.
Examples:
Burning desire. Burning passion. The fire spread rapidly, engulfing everything in its path in a burning inferno.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Climate.
The weather at a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Fiction.
The type of book or story, especially novels, that describes imaginary events and people, anything made up or imagined that is not true.
Examples:
Stuff of science fiction. Non-fiction bestseller. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Migratory.
Relating to or characterized by the movement of individuals or groups from one place to another, often for regular seasonal or environmental reasons.
Examples:
Migratory species. Migratory route. The migratory birds flew thousands of miles to reach their wintering grounds.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Civic.
Of or relating to a town, city, or the people who live in it.
Examples:
Civic activity. Civic center. The city promotes civic collaboration in community development.
Fabric.
Cloth or other material produced by weaving wool, cotton, silk, etc., used for making clothes, covering furniture, etc.
Examples:
A handloomed fabric. Fabric of creation. These synthetic fabrics are used in military vests because of their excellent abrasion resistance.
Viral.
Relating to or caused by a virus.
Examples:
Fight viral infections. Detect a viral code. This device can more accurately detect viral pathogens.
Misinformation.
Information that is false or inaccurate, or the act of giving wrong information, especially deliberately.
Examples:
Misinformation about a vaccine. Combat misinformation on social media. The government called for caution against pseudoscientific misinformation about vaccines.
Bully.
A person who uses strength or power to harm or intimidate those who are weaker. Verb, to intimidate, harass, or mistreat someone weaker or less powerful.
Examples:
Bully bystander. Bully the weak. The schoolyard bully terrorized the other children and made their lives miserable.
Hack.
To hit and cut somebody or something roughly and violently, to find a bug in a computer program and break into their systems or networks.
Examples:
Hack through the jungle. Hack into the program. This blog offers a variety of tips for hacking everyday life.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Silicon.
A chemical element with the symbol C that is a hard, brittle crystalline solid with a blue-gray metallic luster and used for the transistors and integrated circuit chips in computers.
Examples:
Silicon wafer. Crystalline silicon. Silicon is the second most abundant element on Earth after oxygen.
Valley.
A long depression on the surface of the land, which typically contains a river.
Examples:
Valley bottom. Basin-shaped valley. The valley had received a mild snowfall the previous week.
Obligation.
The state of being morally or legally bound to do or pay something.
Examples:
a deep obligation, pay an obligation. You are under no obligation to finish the job.
Exchange.
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else, a place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
exchange rate, exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Discourse.
Any form of communication in speech or writing.
Examples:
hold discourse with him, a discourse about art. Sweet discourse makes short days and nights.
Sociologist.
A person who studies the institutions and development of human society.
Examples:
religious sociologist, French sociologist. Sociologist studies the changes in family structure due to modernization.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
philosophy of education, Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Rank.
A position in a hierarchy of status or authority. Verb, to take or have a position relative to others.
Examples:
rank amateur, high rank. He was promoted to the rank of captain in the military.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
democracy advocate, principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Engagement.
A mutual promise to marry someone, an agreement to do something, especially at a particular time.
Examples:
a prior engagement, break off an engagement. They selected a gorgeous diamond engagement ring.
Emergent.
Starting to exist or view, or to become known.
Examples:
emergent repair of an aorta, an emergent republic. Extensive areas of emergent plants are usually called marsh.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
a weird dress, the state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Adjust.
To make a minor modification to something to make it more suited for a new set of conditions, or to make it function better.
Examples:
Adjust a schedule. Adjust the rearview mirror. You have to adjust your contents to the age of the audience.
Socioeconomic.
Relating to the social and economic factors that shape an individual, group, or community, particularly in terms of income, occupation, education, and social class.
Examples:
Socioeconomic status. Socioeconomic issues. The socioeconomic conditions of a country can significantly affect its political stability.
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
An advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Politically.
In a way that relates to the government or public affairs of a nation.
Examples:
Politically advantageous. Become politically savvy. This newspaper is supposed to be politically neutral.
Encode.
To convert information into a code or format suitable for storage or transmission.
Examples:
Encode data. Encode information. The software can encode and decode encrypted messages.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Vice.
Wrongdoing or wicked behavior, in the form of vice versa, with the order reversed. As a prefix, someone with a job immediately below a particular person.
Examples:
Virtue and vice. Vice chair of the committee. Cats hate dogs and vice versa.
Clue.
An object, a piece of evidence, or some information that helps someone to find the answer to a problem, question or mystery.
Examples:
A clue about the crime. A clue to the diagnosis. The police couldn't find a clue to her whereabouts.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Cavern.
A large, natural underground space.
Examples:
A yawning cavern. Cavern tour. The explorer discovered a large cavern deep underground.
Expanse.
A substance, such as water or oil, that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Vast expanse. Large expanses. She looked over the immense expanse of the sea.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Yell.
To shout in a sudden and loud way.
Examples:
Yell for help. Yell as loud as we can. When I asked my father for more money, he became furious and yelled at me.
Flirt.
To talk or behave as if sexually attracted to someone, without serious intentions. Noun, a seductive woman who uses her sex appeal to exploit men.
Examples:
Flirt with him. Flirt like a schoolgirl. My husband never flirts with other women.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
Cellular division. Division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Unstructured.
Not having a clear organization or arrangement.
Examples:
Unstructured text. Unstructured information. The unstructured data took a lot of work to analyze and interpret.
Conducive.
Tending to make something likely or possible.
Examples:
Conducive question. Conducive to growth. The quiet and peaceful environment was conducive to concentration and productivity.
Myopic.
Nearsighted, lacking foresight or ability to plan, narrow-minded or lacking in perspective.
Examples:
Myopic vision. Myopic thinking. His myopic view of the situation prevented him from seeing the bigger picture.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
Vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Conform.
To comply with standards, rules, or expectations set by others, to agree with or match something.
Examples:
Conform to the ISO standard. Conform with popular opinion. The company's new policy requires all employees to conform to the dress code.
Loose.
Not securely fixed or fastened in place or able to be detached or separated from something.
Examples:
A loose tongue. Remove loose hair. The inspector discovered loose bolts under the fuel rods.
Synchronize.
To happen or cause to happen at the same time or rate.
Examples:
Synchronize movements. Synchronize our watches. The ball speed will increase when the lower body movements are perfectly synchronized.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Counterculture.
A subculture whose values and norms of behavior differ substantially from those of mainstream society, often in opposition to it.
Examples:
Counterculture movement. Counterculture art. The counterculture of the 1960s rejected the social norms of the time.
Recap.
To repeat or summarize what has been said, decided, etc.
Examples.
Recap key points. Recap briefly. Let me quickly recap these results.
Undervalue.
To assign too low a value to something.
Examples.
Undervalue his contribution. Undervalue the potential. He undervalued the importance of teamwork and struggled to succeed.
Anomie.
A condition of social disorder or normlessness caused by a breakdown in traditional values, beliefs, or norms, a sense of purposelessness or lack of direction and meaning in life.
Examples.
Adolescent anomie. Social anomie. The breakdown of social norms during the pandemic led to a sense of anomie in many individuals.
Overwhelming.
Very great or intense, so powerful that you cannot fight or react against it.
Examples.
Overwhelming majority. An overwhelming victory. He has shown signs of uneasiness and overwhelming worry.
Crave.
To have a strong desire for something, to long for or want intensely.
Examples.
Crave chocolate. Crave advice from others. She craves success and is always pushing herself to do better.
Craving.
A strong desire of wanting something.
Examples.
Craving for revenge. Curb our cravings. I have a craving for nicotine.
Correlate.
To have a connection or relationship in which one thing affects or depends on another.
Examples.
Correlate closely with the quality. Correlate to the size. We may frequently correlate age with the frequency of disease.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples.
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Anxiety.
A feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something that is happening or might happen in the future.
Examples.
Diagnosis of anxiety disorder. Anxiety for knowledge. She waited for her daughter with anxiety.
Authoritarian.
Characterized by strict, absolute control and obedience to authority or rules, dictatorial and lacking in personal freedoms or individual rights.
Examples.
Authoritarian practice. Authoritarian government. The authoritarian leadership style left no room for dissent or alternative opinions. Metaphor. A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Nowhere.
Not in, at, or to any place, not anywhere.
Examples:
Nowhere else to go. Come out of nowhere. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere.
Trash.
Discarded material, refuse, or waste.
Examples:
Trash bin. Trash disposal site. The city is taking measures to reduce the amount of trash in the streets.
Pickup.
A type of vehicle with an open-air cargo bed at the back used for transporting goods or equipment. The act of collecting or gathering someone or something from a particular location. A warrant to take someone into custody.
Examples:
Pickup truck. Pickup and delivery service. I'll be waiting for you in front of the cafe at 6 p.m., so be on time for our pickup.
Hallucinogen.
A substance that produces hallucinations, i.e., perceptions of things that are not present or real, such as LSD, psilocybin, or mescaline.
Examples:
Hallucinogen effects. Take a hallucinogen. Psilocybin is a type of hallucinogen found in some mushrooms.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
Majority of his wealth. Material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Desert.
Arid land with little or no vegetation, often covered with sand or rocks.
Examples:
Desert basin. Oasis in the desert. This region is predominantly desert.
Hallucinate.
To experience a seemingly real perception of something that does not actually exist, usually as a result of a mental illness or drug use.
Examples:
Start to hallucinate. Hallucinate with drug. Sleep-deprived people gradually lose their concentration and may hallucinate.
Lens.
A transparent optical device with curved sides, used in an optical instrument that makes objects seem larger, smaller, clearer, etc. Metaphor: the basic thoughts or mindsets through which someone sees or understands the environment or situation.
Examples:
A convex lens. A lens with a wide angle. The photographer took this photo using a telephoto lens.
Marketplace.
A physical or virtual venue where goods or services are bought and sold, an economic system that facilitates exchange between buyers and sellers.
Examples:
Marketplace competition. Global marketplace. The online marketplace offers a wide variety of products for shoppers.
Distant.
Far away in space, time, or where you are, far apart in relevance, relationship, or kinship.
Examples:
A distant memory. Distant ancestors. The sun set over the crest of distant hills.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Vector.
A quantity that has both magnitude and direction, often used in mathematics, physics, and engineering to describe forces, velocities, or other physical phenomena. Any agent, person or animal, or microorganism that carries and transmits a disease.
Examples:
Disease vector. A vector operation. The mosquito is a common vector for many diseases, including malaria and Zika.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Overwhelm.
To defeat someone or something by using a great deal of force, to have a strong emotional effect on somebody.
Examples:
He was overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelm opponents by numbers. Too much variety may overwhelm and confuse viewers.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Friction.
The force that opposes motion between two objects in contact, especially by producing heat and wear, and is proportional to the normal force between the objects.
Examples:
friction force, surface friction. The friction between the two countries was causing tension.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Decay.
The process or state of rotting or decomposition by natural causes such as the action of bacteria and fungi. Verb, to rot or decompose through natural causes.
Examples:
radioactive decay. Prevent tooth decay. The dead body was in an advanced state of decay.
Renewal.
The process of making something new or active again, the act of renewing a subscription, license, etc.
Examples:
renewal process. License renewal. The city is undergoing a renewal project that will transform the downtown area.
Segregation.
The act or process of separating or isolating people, things, or groups based on race, gender, religion, social class, or other characteristics, a political or social system that enforces such separation or isolation.
Examples:
racial segregation. Segregation of power. Segregation based on race or ethnicity is illegal and unjust.
Integrate.
To combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples:
integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Functional.
Designed for or capable of a particular activity, purpose, or task, practical or ready for use or service.
Examples:
field of functional medicine. Functional deafness. The mobile phone was still functional even after being dropped.
Thrive.
To grow vigorously, to make steady progress.
Examples:
thrive in a society. Thrive on pressure. Without investment, a business cannot thrive.
Top-down.
Controlled or implemented from the highest level of authority or management.
Examples:
top-down management. Top-down approach. The top-down management approach could have been more effective in implementing organizational changes.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Pioneer.
Inventor, explorer, someone who is among the first to achieve something.
Examples:
Act as a pioneer. Early pioneers. John Whitney was a computer animation pioneer.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Urban.
Relating to or located in a town or city.
Examples:
Urban planning. Urban property owners. Only a small number of urban utilities offer sanitation services.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you.
Examples:
Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Editorial.
Relating to the expression of opinions or interpretations in the media.
Examples:
Gain editorial help. An editorial article. The newspaper published an editorial on the current state of the economy.
Observer.
A person who watches or notices someone or something, but has no active part in it.
Examples:
A shrewd observer. An observer in the region. According to the theory of relativity, time is different for each observer.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Fountain.
A structure usually consisting of a basin and a jet of water that is sprayed into the air, often used for decoration or as a source of drinking water.
Examples:
Fountain plaza. Decorative fountain. The fountain in the park provided a relaxing atmosphere.
Playground.
An area where many people go for recreation, especially at a school or in a park.
Examples:
A well-equipped playground. A playground on the roof. There is a woods with a creek near the school playground.
Analog.
Relating to or using signals or information represented by a continuous physical quantity, such as spatial position, voltage, etc.
Examples:
An analog watch. Digitization of analog sounds. Mercury thermometers are a type of analog sensor.
Physically.
In a way related to a person's body or appearance rather than their mind.
Examples:
physically and mentally. Stay physically fit. Having a physically healthy physique is essential for a great life.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
a circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
a private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Expense.
The money, time, or effort incurred or required for something.
Examples:
enormous expenses. Expense account. For this project to be successful, we must control expenses strictly.
Urgently.
In a way that requires immediate action or attention, especially before anything else, because of being very important.
Examples:
tackle the problem urgently. Urgently required. I need to send this email urgently.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
a digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Interaction.
The act of connecting with someone, mainly when working, playing, or spending time with them.
Examples:
the interaction between man and his environment. Interaction among human beings. The interaction of the two groups is good for brainstorming.
Reverse.
To change something's direction, order, position, decision, etc., to the opposite one, adjective, directed or moving toward the rear.
Examples:
reverse the trend, reverse the order. The restaurant reversed a ban on smoking.
Conflict:
a strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
the conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Downcast:
looking downward or dejected in appearance or manner, feeling sad, discouraged, or disheartened.
Examples:
downcast voice, downcast mood. After receiving the bad news, she walked around with a downcast expression for the rest of the day.
Glance:
to give a quick or brief look, to hit something at an angle.
Examples:
glance around nervously, glance at him miserably. I casually glanced into the small hut.
Eyebrow:
the hair arc over each eye in humans.
Examples:
raise her eyebrows, eyebrow cosmetics. She raised an inquiring eyebrow towards me.
Cough:
to expel air from the lungs suddenly and noisily, often as a reaction to irritation, illness, or some other physical condition. Noun, a sudden, forceful expulsion of air from the lungs, often accompanied by a distinctive sound.
Examples:
cough several times, persistent cough. I can't stop coughing and think I might have caught a cold.
Ban:
to officially or legally forbid or refuse to allow something.
Examples:
ban gender-related job discrimination, ban any type of cloning. We should ban mildly violent video games from a child's development perspective.
Haul:
to physically drag or pull someone or something with effort.
Examples:
haul on a rope, haul truck. They had to haul the boat out of the water for repairs.
Negative:
having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
have a negative effect, a negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Offline:
not connected to the internet.
Examples:
offline course, offline mode. The computer is offline and cannot be accessed at the moment.
Observe:
to watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
observe a tradition, observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Picnic.
An outdoor meal or social gathering where food is served and eaten in nature, typically in a park, forest, or other outdoor settings.
Examples:
Picnic basket. Picnic table. The family enjoyed a lovely picnic in the park on a sunny day.
Suited.
Appropriate, fitting, or acceptable for a particular purpose or occasion, matched or corresponding to a specific person, dress, or circumstances.
Examples:
Suited for the job. Well-suited personality. The job offer was perfectly suited to her skills and experience.
Romantic.
Of or relating to love or a sexual relationship.
Examples:
Romantic movies. Romantic breakup. It was his first romantic love.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Visible.
Capable of being seen or open to easy view.
Examples:
Visible stars. Visible by X-ray. My home is easily visible from the shore.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join. To offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Specifically.
Only associated with or meant for one thing.
Examples:
Designed specifically for men. For specifically American customers. This ad campaign is aimed specifically at young women.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Bedrock.
The solid rock underlying soil or alluvium.
Examples:
Bedrock foundation. Bedrock geology. The bedrock beneath the soil is extremely solid and stable.
Cyberspace.
The electronic space where computer-mediated communication and interactions occur, often used to refer to the Internet or virtual reality environments.
Examples:
Cyberspace security. Virtual cyberspace. Hackers are constantly trying to exploit vulnerabilities in cyberspace for their gain.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Proximity.
The state or quality of being near or close to something or someone in distance or time.
Examples:
Proximity sensor. Geographical proximity. The proximity of the two cities makes it easy to travel between them.
Equity.
The value of the shares issued by a company.
Examples:
Private equity firm. Equity capital market. That company is cautious when it comes to equity investment.
Optimize.
To make the best or most effective use of something.
Examples:
Optimize a process. Optimize control for cooling. The essence of economics is to optimize the allocation of limited resources.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
The diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, a systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Garbage.
Waste material, especially food waste and kitchen refuse.
Examples:
Garbage collection. Lump of garbage. The garbage truck will be coming to pick up the trash every Monday morning.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Suburb.
An outlying district or residential area of a city or town, typically comprising middle-class and affluent neighborhoods.
Examples:
Suburb development. Suburb life. He grew up in the suburbs, but always dreamed of living in the city.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Infrastructure.
The basic systems, services, or features that are necessary for an organization or country, such as transport and power supplies.
Examples:
IT infrastructure. Infrastructure cost. Aging societies tend to require huge costs for infrastructure maintenance.
Bench.
A long, flat surface, often elevated and supported by legs, used for sitting, working, or displaying objects, persons who administer justice.
Examples:
Bench conference. Bench board. I sat on the bench in the park and enjoyed the beautiful scenery.
Architect.
A person whose job is to design plans to be used in making something, such as buildings.
Examples:
Landscape architect. Architect of the Peace Accord. The building architect tried to build the house above the tree.
Palace.
The residence of a high-ranking official, such as a king, queen, etc.
Examples:
A palace garden. Ancestral palace. The imperial palace is currently undergoing reforms.
Transnational.
Relating to or involving activities, organizations, or individuals that cross national boundaries or operate in multiple countries, having a presence or influence in multiple countries or regions.
Examples:
Transnational migration. Transnational crime. The company operates as a transnational corporation, with offices and operations in multiple countries.
Transit.
The act or process of passing through or across a place or state, transportation.
Examples:
A transit visa. Mass transit. Public transit is an essential service for many cities.
Humanity.
All people living on the earth, the quality or state of being human rather than an animal, a machine, etc.
Examples:
Humanity at large. Mass of humanity. They donated large sums of money for the development of humanity.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.